So take a picture and talk. I'm here with a bossy person. And I came to speak on having a special needs child. It is it's a very interesting experience, very beautiful and nerve-wracking. And as you can probably hear her clapping and being a dream girl right now, and you just love them to pieces. But with me, I have like, even though she's like the sunshine to my world, we have a lot of mishaps regarding like her behaviors and stuff. And of course, that's beautiful. You made that? I love that. And of course, that's like, I definitely take accountability for it, because I refuse to like beat her and do all these things that everybody was suggesting me to do. And I tried to just be understanding and try to communicate. And then, more and more you kind of realize that you both have no idea what you're doing. Like when she's having her mood swings, I don't even think like she's just being a jerk, and it's just fun to her. I think like she has these feelings and she doesn't quite understand what they're about herself. She just gave me this. It looks like a Christmas tree, and we probably can do something with this. She likes to do a lot of painting and coloring, make interesting characters that all look alike, but somehow she can tell them apart. She was like, "This is you. This is my boyfriend. And this is my dad. And we all look alike, but she tells me which ones is which, and it's interesting. Anyway, so I love her to pieces. She knows that. What are you looking for, lady? And she demands a lot of attention, constantly. I want this to be informational. Dealing with, I don't say dealing with because that sounds so burdeny. But I guess handling them still sounds, anyway. Being with them, being able to coexist with someone on the spectrum, someone that has several different situations and delays and stuff like that, concerning the neuro and cognitive challenges and things. It's extremely difficult, because in my case, I never knew what to do, and then even I would take their classes. I took some of their like behavioral classes. I learned some techniques. Sometimes they worked, sometimes they didn't. Then a lot of the mishaps would be because I wouldn't be consistent, and that would just be because whatever. Like, oh, I need to get out of the door to get to work. So it's, and she would try to block the door, and then I'm just like, okay, well, I don't have time to wait this out like the book said, or like this other technique that said, oh, ignore that behavior, and if she starts swinging, then do this. And it's just like, okay, I gotta hurry up and get to work. So like, now what am I gonna do? And like, then it just becomes becoming a bribe or something, and then it's never good after that. It's not because I actually that happened to me the other night where I was like trying to kind of like punish her or whatever, because she had a bad report from school. So I'm like, okay. She comes in, and I just let her know. I give her a hug and a kiss, and I just let her know. Like, she's like, "Can you turn on my movie?" And I'm letting her know, like, no, no treats, no treats, no TV, because you know, your teacher communicated to me that this took place, and of course she's in objection. She's she handles it the way she handles it, which means it's some swear words, it's some stomping around, it's going in the room for a second, thinking about it, then yelling at me. It's a whole thing with her, and then she may just come back around, and then but like I said, I'm like, I had to get out the door. The sitter's here, or her personal assistant, basically. She's here, and I'm like, okay, well, I gotta go out and go to Bible study, or I gotta get up, I gotta go ahead and go to work. And she's like blocking the door, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And like things go through your mind because you're just like, the black community told me to beat you, and if I would have beat you, I probably wouldn't be going through this. But I never wanted to do that, and then like I never wanted to be calling you out your name. So I'm not calling you no cuss words and all that. She picked up a lot of curse words from school growing up and stuff. So she does a lot of cursing when she acts out, when she's having tantrums and all kinds of meltdowns and stuff. And I'm just like, all right, I've been a lot of names. I'm like, all right, I've been enough B's for the day. I'm not mom idiot and all these other things that she comes up with, which are not cute. I'm smiling like it's cute, but it's not, and it's not cool or respectful. But it's always been, a very difficult time for me because I'm doing all of that. I'm studying how to deal with it. I'm trying to put boundaries and things in place. And really, it's all on me to be consistent. And I don't even know why that seems like such a mountain. And she's she's pretty big now. It's not like she's 5 or something. Back when I should have nipped everything in the bud, and it's like when she went through puberty, that was extremely difficult because it was just like meltdown after meltdown constantly. And now she's a lot calmer, but she still has days of things, and then you have all these people chiming in that have no idea what they're talking about, and so that made me see a lot of things in me too that weren't so great, like my pride and stuff. And I was just like, oh, I do have a pity party, or I do have this prideful thing where I'm just like, oh, they don't have a special needs child. They don't know what they're talking about. So why would they, why would this person tell me to beat her? Why would this person tell me to do that? Why would this person? And then I would get to a point where I'm like, okay, I'll try what a certain person says, not the one that sounds so abusive, like, oh, tie her down and beat her. No, oh my gosh, no. Do these different techniques. So the techniques that weren't abusive is the ones I tried. And I'm trying to see. Most of the time, what really works is literally comforting her. It seems like she'll have meltdowns. If I hug her, she calms down. Sometimes it'll be crying in that. But like so much is like restraining her. Restraining her makes her madder. Anything harsh seems to make her back harsh, and then at the end of the harshness, there's a cry. There's a cry down. There's a thing, and so what I gather pretty much is just like the emotions and everything are all over the place. I know people suggest like these different drugs to elevate. Is it to elevate? No, regulate the moods and stuff. So it's like, oh, put her on antipsychotics. My baby's not psychotic. Put her on antidepressants and all this stuff. I don't think she's that either. But I don't want to be in denial about things either. And like the times that we have tried things, they have turned her into like, the zombie thing that you might hear a lot about. And I never liked that, so that didn't last long. And I guess like when she was on it, she was quote unquote good. But I'm like, where's the personality and the smiles and all the stuff that you do, all the silliness and no, I like her personality. It's just, some choice words that I don't like. And But now I'm at the point, just to keep everybody safe. I'm just like, okay, I have to try something new, um, because she's gonna go out into the world, and she can't be hitting strangers. She can't be hitting anyone and thinking that it's okay. Um, and that was one thing that would happen, like in public, or we would go to parks all the time. We used to love the park, and then a parent would come to me like, "Oh, she called my daughter a name, or she tried to attack my daughter," and that never was cool. I was never okay with that, but I would just explain to the parent like she has special needs, and I would just apologize, and be humiliated. But I knew, of course, I understand like it's not cool and it's not okay, and I just always um, did all I could, really. Which, when I look back, I'm just like, I don't know. And then I guess I will be having meltdowns too, so it wouldn't be as helpful. And then recently she was at the beach and hit a boy, and he was with his whole family, and they were all like calling my daughter the devil and all kind of stuff, and I was just like, shoot. And of course, somebody was like, you could have just ran off and take her and ran and left. But I was just like, I was like, no, I'm just gonna go fess up to them. There's no point in me trying to escape the situation. So I just went and talked to them, and there was just like a long, them telling me the same thing, everything that I knew. They were just like, some people are not gonna take it. They're not gonna care that she's disabled. They don't, people don't. Everybody's not gonna care and have a sympathetic heart. If she's care if she's this and she's that, she just can't be hitting people, and it's very true. Like she has struck babies. She has done, and the thing about it is, I expect to be attacked. Like, I'm not scared of it or nothing, because I understand. Like, if it's vice versa, I'd be like, whose child is this? And I'm ready to fight whoever. So I definitely get it. So I would just go over there, let them, say all the things they need to say. And I actually asked them, I'm just like, okay, are you ready to fight me? Or did y'all want to jump me, or what's next? Because like I know that's wrong, and me apologizing several times is not stopping it. So if y'all feel like y'all need to fight me, attack me, or whatever, whatever the situation is, that's fine. Because that is my daughter, and somebody got to pay for it, and I don't want her being attacked. She's not even gonna understand, or maybe she will, because that's another thing that I've done with her too. I underestimate a lot of things of what she understands, and I know she understands that those behaviors are wrong. I know she fully understands that, but she's been diagnosed with impulsivity disorder and all these different disorders, and it just confused the crap out of me anyway, because I know, like, growing up, we just all got beat. It didn't matter what disorders we had. It was just like, no, you don't have a disorder, you just need a whooping. And yeah, and just due to the fact of how painful and traumatizing that is, I just never wanted to do that. But I'm always open to suggestions, not abusive suggestions, but I'm always open to, like, suggestions and all of that. And then, like, me wanting to have a husband at some point, people are always like, your husband is not going to put up with that, which I'm sure, I'm sure when he gets home from work, he's not going to want to put up with both of us being jerks. And I'm definitely not going to be a jerk. That's not the plan. I plan to be patient and nice and a wonderful wife when he gets here. talking to the camera. But I know he's not going to put up with her being disrespectful to me or anyone else, which the whole time I believe that's what I needed. But then again, God provides too, so it's just like, whatever happens is probably what I needed. Whatever attack that I got, whatever we got is probably what we were supposed to get, if I would have got dragged by a ponytail, that's probably was part of God's will, and that's yeah. And so I never came out of these situations like that, though. I never been like physically jumped or whatever. And I would literally ask people, I'm like, if you want to hit me, it's fine, because I understand like this is not cool, and I'm trying to get it together. I'm trying to work out with, I'm trying to get her to the behavioral therapist and get guidance and advice and all these things, and she's a big girl now, so I definitely need to get it together because it's not cool, and I feel so many ways about it. I never wanted her to get bullied. Of course, she experienced that, but I never want her to be the opposite either. I never want her to be bullying either. No, because I was bullied. Like, no. I just my prayer pretty much is that respect over everything. Pretty much, I would like for her to respect everybody. Whether they're adults, kids, or whatever. She loves to play with little kids, so she's not usually mean to them, but she can she can do some, but I guess it's just I be very biased because it's my daughter, because she is like super sweet, super smiley, super like lively, glittery, and stuff like that. It's just that I have to prepare her more for situations, and so the whole thing really is on me, and it's not so much as this thing. It's just I need to really find the techniques and stick to them. Okay. So I'm open to suggestions, and I'm about to go to a Wednesday church event. So okay. Bye. Love you. Thanks for tuning in and all that. Love, peace, braces, and smiles.